Hello everyone, XV here from youtube.com/XVRogueGaming, back with another guide for Dotacinema designed to take your game to the next level. This week's episode is on negative status effects and is both aimed and designed for introductory learning. The advanced version will be out on my channel Monday. Blind is a basic negative effect that adds a chance to miss on generic right-click attacks. While this effect does stack with forms of evasion, it does so with diminishing returns. Spells are of course unaffected, but it can spell disaster for standard right-click heroes. Disarm, on the other hand, is Blind's bigger brother. Disarm prevents the afflicted unit from attacking entirely, but like Blind, has no impact on their ability to cast spells. While disarmed, units do not auto-acquire enemies, but if told to attack, they will move to their minimum attack range of the target and do their best to look menacing. On the other side of this coin is Silence, which prevents affected units from casting spells. Silencing an opponent will also interrupt any spells they're currently channeling. Silencing is quite different from muting a target, however. Operating similarly, muting a target renders them blank, preventing the use of activatable items and shutting down persisting effects from many abilities. Taunt holds some similarities to Silence, as when taunted, any currently channeled spell or even animation will be cancelled. The taunted unit will then act as if they had right-clicked the source of the taunt, moving into attack range and auto-attacking it for the duration of the effect. A slow is a type of status effect that reduces the afflicted unit's movement speed and attack speed by a percentage of their current movement or attack speed. If multiple slows hit the same target, they add together against the target's standard move and attack speed, not their current reduced one. But no target may be slowed below 100 ms or 80% reduced attack speed. In similar fashion, when cast on an enemy, Purge effects will remove most beneficial buffs while also slowing the target, but unlike regular slows, not all purges reduce attack speed. They differ even further in how this lost movement is returned. Unlike a slow, which maintains its penalty until exhausting its duration, lost movement speed from a purge will return over 5 even ticks across its duration. Initially reduced to 100 ms regardless of their current amount, the unit's movement speed will recover 20% per tick until back at 100%. Lastly, a Diffusal Blade Purge will instantly kill summons and illusions, whereas a Satyr Trickster Purge will do 400 damage, and Brewmaster's Dispel Magic will deal 200. A step up from slow, ensnares, aka nets, prevent a unit from moving, but does not prevent turning, attacking, or casting spells. Though an ensnared target can channel a spell, hitting a unit that is actively channeling with a net will interrupt them. Similarly, while teleportation and displacement effects can still be used while ensnared, the unit will move to their target destination still ensnared, and will be unable to move further. This isn't the case for true blink abilities, however, which will remove the net upon their completion. This is the only real differentiation from Entangle, which is otherwise identical, save that true blinks cannot be used to get out of them. Both ensnares and entangles will reveal invisible units caught within them. Not a direct disable per se, a trap will completely or partially surround a unit with immobile objects or restricts their movement in such a way that they are bound to a specific area. Beyond that though, a trapped unit is not inhibited in any way from performing actions. Hexing a target is the amalgamation of several other negative effects. It slows the target to 100 ms while both disarming and silencing them. Not quite themselves, while hexed, heroes can't pick up, drop, or use items, nor will they generate their effects, such as the Gem of True Sight or Radiance Damage Aura. It's not a full mute though, as curiously, certain abilities persist, such as Craggy Exterior and Counter Helix, though the animations don't really trigger properly. Lastly, auras provided by hexed heroes don't immediately end, but will fade when they're next checked, typically within 2 to 4 seconds. Unlike Hex, being ethereal can be a positive or negative effect depending on the situation. On the one hand, it renders the target immune to physical damage, but on the other, it also disarms and causes them to take 40% more magic damage. This physical immunity makes it so that an ethereal unit cannot be targeted by physical attacks, and while they will still be subject to any secondary effects of spells that deal physical damage, they will not take the damage itself. Sleep and Cyclone are like a poor man's stuns, completely locking a target down for its full duration, interrupting any channeled abilities or current animations. Unlike a stun, however, Sleep breaks when the target takes any damage, and a Cyclone unit is lifted up and invulnerable for the duration. Stuns operate like Sleep, but that are not broken by damage. The difference here though lies in duration, stuns being far, far shorter on average. Lastly, this brings us to Pause, which is pretty much the penultimate disable. No, not this Pause, though to be fair, F9 does disable every unit on the map. Pause gets its name from Dota 1, where it would literally pause the unit afflicted, causing all effects to end and even temporary durations to stop counting down. The Dota 2 engine is a lot more versatile, however, so now Chronosphere, Astral Imprisonment, and Disruption can differentiate between effects. While the latter operate a bit differently, rendering targets as a subtype of pause known as Hidden, Chronosphere does not. This differentiation is why targets under a Chronosphere can still be seen and attacked, whereas Imprisonment and Disruption remove them from the map. Lastly, while hidden, heroes cannot receive experience or gold. The Nether Realm is out of range for the assist. So, while there is more to be said about negative status effects, I hope you found this video useful for taking your game to the next level and understanding the mechanics that drive it. If you want to dig deeper, click the link above for more advanced guides. As always, if you like this video, please thumbs up, comment, and subscribe to Dotacinema and my channel to stay up to date. Until next week, this is XV, signing out.